Tomorrow, November 11th, is Veterans Day, and the video we just showed you, is a collection of images sent to us from viewers around the state of Idaho. Thank you for your images and sharing with us. Veterans Day, of course, is an annual celebration of the people in our country who have served in the United States Armed Forces. Federal holiday happens every year on November 11th and coincides with the end of World War I. The U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs says that the war officially ended on June 28, 1919, with the Treaty of Versailles. But the fighting had already ended about 7 months earlier when an armistice between the Allied nations and Germany went into effect. And that pause in the fighting happened on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. So, for that reason, November 11th, 1918 is generally considered the war to end all wars. Fortunately, that did not end all wars. But in today's 208 Read Dial, John Miller introduces us to a man who fought in World War II.
The next time you see Emory Franklin walking and waving at every morning driver, you should probably know this isn't nearly the longest road he's ever traveled.
In 1944, I went overseas from England. I crossed the Channel and played with the Germans. Drove that barge up to the beach, and I jumped off into the water, and we went on up the beach. Front line wasn't too far away. I knew right then I wasn't going to get back to New York right away. You could hear the machine gun fire, and there's a day and night you got artillery fire. When I got hit, we wasn't even firing a machine gun. I looked around at one of those guys there, and this guy, I says to him, I said, "Guy, don't like this, life's crazy." And about that time I got it.
Got what?
Got a bullet through me. That was from a sniper, I guess. And still don't see how he missed my head, but he did. Yeah, it feels like you have a lot of security once you get on American soil again. You don't know how good it is until you leave it. I packed a machine gun farther than I walk every morning.
Something to remember the next time you see Emory Franklin walking and waving on the side of the road.
Friendly people means a lot to me.
John Miller, Idaho's News Channel 7.
So again, tomorrow is Veterans Day, November the 11th, and federal employees in a lot of organizations, they're actually observing the holiday today on Friday, which means many government services were closed today. But as a small gesture of gratitude, dozens of national and local businesses are offering freebies this weekend for veterans. And that includes places like Starbucks, the Texas Roadhouse, Reed's Dairy, Denny's, Krispy Kreme, Olive Garden, and a lot more. In fact, we've got a full list for you of all those great businesses that want to support our veterans right now on the website, ktvb.com. We'll continue to update it as we get more coming into our newsroom.